Why do you think some students perform very well like it's easy, while you, even after giving your best efforts, cannot even compete with them? Some of you think it's just because they are smarter, or maybe they have better coaching or resources. But you're wrong. It's because they have figured out something that most students never do. And you can never compete with them unless you realize what they do differently. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. I'll tell you the 7 things toppers do differently that you can follow right now to be a topper yourself. And the 5th point, the biggest thing separating you from the toppers, is actually the easiest to follow. So let's get started. Number 1, the self-reference effect. There are many methods toppers use to learn better, but none of them will work unless you fix this one thing. Toppers aren't just better at studying, they are fundamentally different in how they think about themselves. You see, our brains are actually biased. It automatically prioritizes information that's relevant to you over everything else. So any information relevant to you is actually stored deeper and recalled more accurately than something considered as an external task. That is called self-reference effect. So what your brain prioritizes, learns, and thinks about depends very much what you think about yourself. Toppers think about themselves as someone curious and want to understand things. So they automatically behave aligning with that identity. But if you're thinking, I'm someone who finds studying difficult, your brain accepts this. It will not consider anything related to studying as important and will easily try to avoid those tasks. And that's exactly why studying harder or longer won't really work for you. So stop treating learning as a task you have to do and be genuinely curious to learn things. Because if you're not, all the next methods that help you become 10x better will all be useless. Number 2, active recall. This is the one thing that toppers do that makes almost anything they learn hard to forget. It's one of the most effective learning methods, but most of you don't do it. What do you do immediately after you learn a topic? You probably go to the next topic, thinking you understood this, right? But toppers do something different. They close the books, take a blank page, and write down everything they remember about that topic. Once they finish it, they check for any gaps, try to fill them, and repeat again. That is called active recall. Because when you try to retrieve information this way, your brains consider it as important and remember it better. Research actually shows that students who use active recall score 50% higher than those who don't. Now, flashcards take this even further. Each time you review a card, you're doing active recall, and since you review them repeatedly over days and weeks, your brain gets the same retrieval challenge at different intervals. This is called spaced repetition. Now you know why toppers remember information better than you. But how do they learn something in just a few hours? Well, you take days. That takes me to the next point. Number 3, deep focus. Remember when you sat and studied for 2-3 hours straight but still didn't learn anything? That's exactly why you take days to learn something while topper learns it in just a few hours. It has nothing to do with being smart. It's because toppers know how to unlock their best essay. Deep focus. Do you know a single notification can disturb your focus for 23 minutes? And just having your phone near you while studying significantly reduces your cognitive capacity. Not just your phone, your focus is always being disturbed by something external or internal. So, how do toppers actually achieve deep focus? One thing we all know is to remove distractions. Put your phones away. Sit in a silent environment and all that. But there's more to it. You can actually train yourself to stay focused for longer. Toppers start with time blocking. They block their deep focus sessions and stick to it even if they don't feel like it. They have a clear goals to achieve in that sessions. They pick tasks that are just a bit more challenging than their current skills. They ruthlessly sit through the entire session with some insane focus that they actually hit the flow state. But wait, what if it's necessary that you use your phone? There's actually a system toppers use to make their phone a companion in their studies. We'll talk about that in the 5th point, so wait for it. Number 4, interleaved practice. Let me show you how 2 students prepare for the same exam. Ram is very organized. He likes to practice one topic for 2 hours straight. So he finishes studying a topic, solves 40 problems from it, and then moves on to the next topic. Whereas Priya does something different. She's not organized like Ram, so she studies 2-3 similar topics before she practices, then solve 25 problems from first topic, 30 from second, and another 25 from the third. She struggles more than Ram and takes more time to practice. Who do you think will perform better during the exam? Priya. Because when she practiced similar topics together, it forced her to identify the subtle differences between them. Priya now understands the things that Rams take for granted. This is called the interleave practice. Research shows that students who use interleave practice outperform others by 43%. This method also increases your long-term memory, focus, and helps you understand topics better. It's actually harder to practice this way, but the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in battle. Okay, so now let's talk about the easiest and the most important things toppers do differently. Number 5, make your phone a companion. You see, most toppers try their best to keep their phones away, but only the best of them know how to use it to become much better than the rest of the toppers. So, how do toppers actually use their phones? There's two parts to this. You need to reduce what distracts you and use AI tools that actually help you learn better. First, the distractions. Take a screenshot of these apps and websites. Forest, Freedom, Stay Focused, FocusMate. These things will actually help you stay focused. Next comes the AI tools that actually help you learn better. Before I tell you what the tools are, you need to understand that everyone has access to these tools. So the actual difference between the topper and you is how you use it. But unfortunately, most of us are using AI the wrong way. Every time you have a question, you just directly paste it to the AI and get the answer, right? You read it and think you learned it. But remember, you got the output without even thinking about it. So the next time a variation of that problem appears, you will need AI again. Even the toppers do this mistake. So how do the best of the toppers use AI? They attempt the problem first, come up with an answer, and then they ask the AI to find flaws in their reasoning and dig deeper into it. Finally, they generate harder variations of the problem to actually learn the fundamentals of it. The bottom line is this: don't borrow intelligence from AI. Use it to improve your own. So here are the tools that are actually useful for studying. Take a screenshot of it. Notebook LM, Khanmigo, Quizlet AI, know it. Now let's talk about the 6th point. Number 6, accuracy. Toppers actually optimize for both speed and accuracy. Speed comes only through the practice. There's no secret method to magically increase speed. But accuracy is not like that. Toppers actually follow a method to improve their accuracy. Most of you think mock tests are to assess your knowledge. That's true, but it's only the half of the picture. It's the single best way to increase your accuracy. The actual assessment of your knowledge happens after the test, and that differentiates the toppers from everyone else. You may be checking your paper, identifying mistakes, and think to yourself, I need to study this more and move on, right? But toppers don't stop there. They do a complete breakdown of their mistakes. They categorize every mistake based on why it happened. Maybe it was a silly mistake, a concept gap, a calculation mistake, or there was less time. Because each category has a completely different solution. If it's a concept gap, they identify the exact topic and reasoning behind the mistake and correct it. If it's a calculation mistake or time limit, they practice hundreds of problems in the exam settings. While you think about studying everything again, the toppers knows exactly where they need to work. Number 7, sleep. Last but not the least, this is especially important if you think you're studying harder than the topper, but you're still not able to compete with them. You see, learning doesn't happen when you're sitting in front of your books. It actually happens when you're sleeping. Toppers realize that their brains need rest after learning throughout the day. It's during the sleep that our brains consolidate everything we learn, removes unnecessary information, and moves important information from short-term to long-term memory. and resets your brain for the next day. Students who sleep 7 to 9 hours perform 20 to 30% better on memory and problem solving than the students who don't. It's the single most important factor affecting your performance. So if you're not getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single day, that's probably where you should start to fix your life. So these are the 7 things that toppers do differently. And you can start following them today and let me know in the comments what you're going to actively work on for the next 7 days. And if you want more about tech, careers, and college life, do hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.